What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to be basically taking you guys step by step on how to find a property which you can Airbnb and make money off of. So basically you guys can see here, and this is actually one of the ones that I am doing. So this is legit research for myself, so I'm just going to be taking you guys step by step. But yeah, so basically here we have, right, I'm doing Miami, Florida. Why? Basically to get it set up before Ultra, which is literally next weekend. And then after that, all the other events, all of summer, because it's going to be, Miami is really good, right? So here we can see, right, monthly rent is $1,805 between a 1 to 3 bed, 1 to 3 bath, square feet 685 to 2011. Now here's the thing, okay, so monthly rent would be $1,805, right? $1,805 right here available now, perfect. That's all I need. So I have basically my cost of what it's going to cost me. Here's the thing, there's a lot more that comes into the cost. So it's $1,805. You got to check out all the apartment features, right? Which is really helpful. Then we have an admin fee of $350, a storage fee of $65, and an application fee of $125. Now this application fee is a one-time fee. The storage and admin fee, I believe, is not. So I just calculated in because I like doing worst case renting, like how many, like the lowest amount of days and the highest cost I have, just so I always have a good buffer, right? So that way I don't think best case results like, oh, it's rented out 30 days out of the month and yada, 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 right? The lease options here is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, we are currently in March, so I would be doing April, May, June, July, August, September. So I would basically be doing about the 7-month lease. I might do a little bit longer, but that's kind of the 7 to 8 month lease is what I'm looking at. So I have the location right here. So you can basically go on Google. You can check that out, right? Exactly where it is. So Google Maps, right? Just type in that location. We can see waterfront right here. So we're going to copy and paste this location, Command C. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to go into Google Maps. So I'm going to go into Google Maps here, copy and paste this address. It's going to take us directly to it, right? So we can see it's right here. We can zoom out a little bit. So we're like, okay, it's by North Bay Island, North Bay Village, yada, yada, yada. So then after that, we go to Airbnb, and we're going to type in Miami. So I'm not going to do one of the more popular dates, right? So I'm not obviously going to choose Ultra Weekend. So let's say like April 13th through the 16th, right? Because that's during the week as well as weekend. So that's going to give us a good idea. So I need to narrow this down to exactly where the location is, right? So we have right by North Bay Island. Going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we got Miami Beach right there. Just so we can, okay, Miami Beach. We're going to zoom in. North Bay Village, North Bay Island. Perfect. So we're right in this area, basically right around here. So the exact location is right there on the edge. So we'd be looking at right around this area. So we're going to zoom into that. So here we have it. We can basically see how much the Airbnbs are going for in this area, right? So we have this one for $200, which is so $84 a night, 1-bedroom apartment, blah, blah, blah. Entire rental unit, $96 a night. Beautiful ocean view, right? Here's the thing. Ours would be an ocean view as well. 4 guests, 1 bedroom, 1 bed, 1 bath, right? We also have a 1 bed, 1 bath. Here we see a studio going for $125, right? Then we see a 1-bedroom apartment, $203, right? Guest house, we don't have that. 2-bedroom, again, we don't have that down by the beach. So it's a 1-bedroom, again, we do have that. So right now, the way I'm looking at it is between $200 a night and basically that $125 and $150. So if I basically take all 3 of those, right, that'd be $350, $475. I would then divide that by 3, right, and that would basically give us about $160 per night. So now I got that calculated out. So theoretically, per night, I can make about $160 per night. Now, my monthly rent is $1,805. Now, if we take in to account the rest of the fees, right? 1,805. Basically, it comes down to $2,200 is kind of what I'm saying. $2,220, and we make $160 per day. So what does that mean, right? How many days will I have to rent this out in order to break even, right? Not even profit, just to break even, because the worst thing that I want would basically be having to do this, right? So theoretically, right, if this rents out for right around, I would say, 2 weeks, so every month, for half of the month, this would need to rent out for myself to break even. That's really not bad. That's, again, right, that's just a 50% occupancy rate. Most Airbnbs are at around 70 to 80%, which, boom, right there, it leaves me with a 20 to 30% margin of occupancy. So again, with a 20 to 30% margin of occupancy, right, per month, that's around 6 to basically 8 days, if I'm not mistaken. 6 to 8 days, 6 to 9 days, my apologies, 6 to 9 days, basically $160 a pop. So right then and there, I'm basically looking at between $1,000 and $1,500 profit every single month on this Miami beachfront or waterfront property, in a sense. So again, not bad. Here's the other thing that you still have to do. You have to call up the place. First off, you have to ask them if it's okay to Airbnb your apartment, right? You can't forget about that. They might incur a couple extra fees, so always ask about that. Here's the good thing. Now, if the admin fee and the storage fee is only a one-time fee, again, that is good, because then, first off, that takes away, because then I have more margin, because then it only has to be basically rented out for 12 days, for 11 to 12 days instead of 14 days, which again is really great because that's every month. The application fee, I know, is a one-time fee. Here's the thing, you also have to have a security deposit, right? So if it's an Airbnb, sometimes they make it a little bit higher, but here's the thing, as long as you have a good team where you can take care of the property yourself, you will be fine with basically getting that entire security deposit back. So it's basically just kind of like you put your money in a savings account, because let's be honest, your money does not grow in a savings account anyways, so it's the exact same thing. So as long as you take care of it, right, you should be able to get that full payment back up front. The only money I'm losing is that $125 application fee, which I'm fine with because I could get that back in less than a day. So that's stuff to consider. Now the other thing to consider, right, if basically, right, we have all those fees and it only cost me that $1,805, right, here's the thing, I still have to pay for utilities. So utilities, again, add another couple $100. So now I'm going to go ahead and actually let you guys in that, right, the admin and storage fee is not a monthly fee, to be honest. So that's going to be good, because that is basically a utility replacement. So either way, we are looking at $14. However, 14 days, my apologies. However, if it was part of the monthly fee as well as utilities, then it would need to rent out for 16 days per month in order to cover everything, 16 to 17 days. So that adds another 2 to 3 days to your monthly. So you just got to be aware of all the costs, right? Because people just look at like, ooh, monthly rent $1,805. Boom, I can get $160 per month for it on Airbnb. Okay, awesome. 10 days and I break even, and after that I'm making money and money and money and money. And I'm like, that's not how it works. So again, you have to be aware of everything. Here's the other thing that you have to be aware of, and then I will tell you my position on it, right? You have to furnish the apartment very nicely. No one wants to basically have an apartment that's not nicely furnished. So you're gonna need, if it's a one bedroom, you need to make it accommodating to where like around 3 to 4 people can sleep in it. So you get a big bed where 2 people can sleep in it, and then you can get a couch that can pull out. So boom, that's another 2 people. So then you can list it for 4 people. Maybe have like a small entertainment, put a TV in there, put some floaties, books, games, just so you can check that off on Airbnb. Because the thing about Airbnb is you want to be able to check off as many boxes as they have available for you to check off, right? Without incurring too much of a cost. If it's a small cost, maybe like a $200 pull-out couch, please go ahead and go for it. Maybe $50 in board games, go ahead and go for it, right? So all of that stuff will increase your search ranking, which will basically get you a lot more money and a lot more rentals, which means more money in your pocket. So don't forget about those costs. The lucky thing about me is, since for me with all the rental homes and Airbnb and just myself moving from place to place and all of that, I have a good amount of furniture. I can probably furnish right now about 2 to 3 whole Airbnbs without having to buy a single piece of furniture, which again, I'm super happy for. But again, I've paid for that previously. But you do have to furnish it. Sometimes they give you an option of basically leaving furniture in there, and then it just goes onto your monthly bill. If you know you're just doing an Airbnb here for like once to test it out, and you don't want to, and you live in a different state or country, and you don't want to have to incur shipping costs or fly down, furnish it yourself, all of that. So again, all of those are options. But yeah, that's kind of how you go to an Airbnb, right? You literally just go on apartments.com. And here's the thing, it doesn't take a lot of money to do this. No, it does not. You guys just saw that the total investment that I would have to make if we leave the furniture out of it, right? Let's just say they offer furniture, usually it's around $350 a month, would basically be $2,400 and a $1,900 or an $1,800 plus $125 application fee. So let's just say $2,000 up front, and then you're good. And then maybe the first month of $2,400. So with less than $5,000, you can be started to doing this, which could theoretically net you about $1,000 to $1,500 profit per month. Now, if you do this for 12 months, let's just say 10 months for easy math, you're looking at $10,000 to $15,000 profit. Now, if we do 12 months, right, you're basically looking at $12,000 to $18,000 profit in 1 year, which again is not bad, because if you're doing $12,000 to $18,000 profit, and this is again highest cost, worst case rental, or like the 70% rental. So again, $12,000, you have basically 3 of those, right? You're netting $36,000 per year. You have 5 of these Airbnb properties, so a $10,000 upfront investment for everything, and you have 5 Airbnb properties. You could be basically netting $60,000 profit every single year, which is a full-time job. So again, it all comes down to that. But yeah, don't forget, you also have cleaning, which is about $100 a month, so it's not bad at all. Or you can do it yourself, again, if you live in the area. I don't, so that would go onto my costs. But yeah, that's kind of how you calculate out Airbnb, find them, and all of that. You can literally just go on apartments.com, narrow down exactly what you want. And again, you have to be at least decently well known with the area. You can't just be like, oh, I really like Wisconsin, right? And then you just buy a property in Wisconsin. You're like, I'm gonna put it on Airbnb, and you get like 2 rentals a month. I'm like, it's Wisconsin, dude. Like, come on. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thought I'd actually show you how I kind of do research on stuff like this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, right, there's a free Discord you guys can just message me on, or also hit me up on Instagram, and I will basically respond on there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Peace out, guys.